Hi my dear friends, Namaste. Hope all of you are superb and welcome to Harsh Kumar's My World channel. And today I came with an interesting topic, that is setting and hardening of Portland cement with all chemical reactions. Friends, most of them doesn't know how cement will hard and set. Dear friends, those who didn't subscribe till now, please subscribe to my channel by pressing subscribe button and press bell icon to get fast updates to you. Friends, many of them know that it hards with respect to time, but today we are going to know how these chemical reactions will occur in the cement when water is added to it. And coming to our topic, when cement is mixed with water to a plastic mass called cement paste, here hydration reactions begin, resulting in the formation of the gel and the crystalline products. The interlocking of the crystals finally bind the inert particles of the aggregate into a compact rock-like material. The process of solidification comprises of setting and then hardening. Here I am showing a picture, friends. Here the figure shows 4 stages of hydration in microstructural mode of calcium silicate hydration. The degree of hydration are top left, that is in 0, and top right side portion you can see that here, that is 20%, and bottom left portion it has having 50% hydration, and the bottom right side it has 87% of hydration. And red color is the unreacted cement, and blue color is the CH, and yellow is a CSH factor, and black colors which are having the porosity. This brief description of the chemical hydration process, which is based on the microstructural formation of the cement paste. A number of chemical details may of which are not clearly understood. However, this simple description is sufficient to be able to go on the investigate the various important percolation thresholds that occur in the cement paste. And this is the picture showing, friends. Right side you can see the continuous gel formation, left side Portland and CSH also you can see. This is in the intermediate stage of the setting and hardening of the cement, friends. And initially going to the initial setting of cement paste. This is mainly due to the hydration of tricalcium aluminate, and setting is defined as stiffening of the original plastic mass due to the initiation of gel formation, and hardening is the development of strength due to the crystallization. After setting, hardening starts due to the gradual process of crystallization in the interior of the mass. The strength developed by the cement paste at any time depends upon the amount of gel formed and the extent of the crystallization. Coming to initial setting of cement paste. Initial setting of cement paste is mainly due to the hydration of tricalcium aluminate, that is C3A, and gel formation of tetracalcium aluminoferric. Initially the reaction starts with the tricalcium aluminate present in the cement reacts with the water. When we mix it with the cement plus water, this reaction starts. When tricalcium aluminate is added to the water, the reaction will form like this, friends. That is, this we can simplify it as, when tricalcium aluminate in the cement is added with the water, it forms a hydrated tricalcium aluminate, that is a crystalline substance, friends. It can be easily written as C3A6H2O, and the liberated amount of heat is 880 kilojoules per kg. And next, this hydrated tricalcium aluminate transforms into tetracalcium aluminoferrate. This can be simplified into C4AF, that is tetracalcium aluminoferrate plus water, gives rise to C3A. What is C3A, friends? That is tricalcium aluminate has formed plus forming of gel formation. Here the gel formation has started with an amount of heat liberated is 420 kilojoule per kg. And also dicalcium silicate starts hydrolyzing to Tobermontolate gel, which possesses a very high surface area and thus very high adhesive property, which also contributes to initial setting. And this is a substance which has high surface area, friends, and which is having high adhesive property. This will contribute to the initial setting. And here this can be simplified as 2C2S, that is dicalcium silicate plus 4 moles of water gives rise to tobermontite gel, that is C3H2 plus a crystalline substance will form, that is CaOH2, that is calcium hydroxide, plus 250 kilojoules per kg of heat is liberated. Then coming to final setting and hardening of cement. Then coming to final setting and hardening of cement paste is due to the formation of tobermonoid gel, that is formed initial setting it has formed, plus crystallization of the calcium hydroxide and the hydrated tricalcium aluminate. Here tricalcium silicate plus water gives rise to tobermonoid gel plus calcium hydroxide. This can be written in the formula. This can be written simply as 2C3S, that is tricalcium silicate plus 6H2O gives rise to C3S2 3H2O plus 3CaOH2 plus 500 kilojoule per kg of energy is liberated. The setting and hardening of cement may be in this diagram. Here initially unhydrated cement, that is nothing but cement powder, in addition to the water, that is hydration. On hydration it has formed two types of, that is metastable gel and crystalline hydraulic products have formed. Here metastable gel gives rise to a stable gel and the crystalline hydraulic products gives rise to crystalline products. And the stable gel is also converted to crystalline products, which shows that a hard substance has formed, that is called the hardening of cement. And the sequence of chemical reactions during setting and hardening of cement are: when water is added to cement, sequence of chemical reactions during setting and hardening of cement. Here when water is added to cement, its various constituents undergo hydration and crystallization at different stages. At the first stage, hydration of tricalcium aluminate, that is C3A, and tetracalcium aluminoferrite, that is C4AF takes place, and in the next reaction the hydration of the tricalcium silicate, that is C3S, begins within 24 hours and gets completed in 7 days. And in the third step, the gel of the aluminate begins to crystallize, and at the same time dicalcium silicate, that is C2S, begins to hydrate in 7 to 28 days. Thus the initial set of cement is due to the hydration of aluminate. The development of early strength between 1 to 7 days is due to the hydration of tricalcium silicate and the further of hydration of aluminate. The increase of strength between 7 to 28 days is due to the hydration of dicalcium silicate and continued hydration of tricalcium silicate. And this can be diagrammatically represented as cement plus water paste. Here cement plus water gives a cement paste. After 1 day, on hydration of C3A and C4AF will form. After 7 days, the gelatin of C3S, that is tricalcium silicates, will form, and after the completion of 28 days, the gelatin of C2S and C3S will form. C2S means dicalcium silicates and tricalcium silicates will form. This is the sequence of changes during setting and hardening of cement, friends. And functioning of gypsum and cement. And finally the gypsum is added to the cement. How it functions we will see, friends. And tricalcium aluminate, that is C3A, combines with water very rapidly with the evolution of large amount of heat. When C3A, tricalcium silicate plus water, which is the cement powder plus water, gives rise to C3A 6H2O plus heat is liberated. After the initial setting, the paste becomes somewhat stiff. However, the gypsum added retards the dissolution of C3A by forming insoluble calcium sulfoaluminate, which can be written as 3CaO Al2O3 XCSO4 7H2O. This reaction prevents a high concentration of alumina in the cement solution, thereby retarding the early initial set of cement. And this is the process of setting and hardening of Portland cement, friends. And I will also want to tell you one thing about this also. Here I have shown a picture which is having low water cement ratio and high water cement ratio, because the water consumption in the cement results in the strength. Here you can see that top left portion of the diagram, cement suspended particles in mixed water, where the low water cement ratio has been used, and right side, top right side, with high water cement ratio has been used there. Here these are the two samples, and the bottom you can see that bottom left portion, that is fully hydrated cement with low porosity. Whenever the better consistency of the cement is came into existence, it leads to the high strength of the cements and low porosity. which leads to good strength and capable of taking much loads. And here right side, bottom right side, you can see that a image having large gaps, that is porosity. The cement particles will not bind together and it leaves a lot of spaces between the particle to particle, which leads to low strength. So friends, from you can see many of the places where the masons has not following the good water cement ratio. This leads to the poor setting and hardening of the cement, friends. So take care of the water cement ratio while mixing of the concrete also. And this is today's class, friends. Thanks for watching, friends. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I will be back with an interesting topic, friends. This is Harish signing off.